Hello crafty friends, this is the Papered Chef here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the auto layout setting. This setting will help you save paper and get more out of the paper that you place onto your mat. In the last video where I showed a scan and cut tips and tricks on how to use the pattern interval, I was asked by Kim Condis. She asked, "Hi, thanks. Is there a function on the scan and cut that will fill the paper with your design in order to get the most out of the paper?" And yes, Kim, there is, and that would be the auto layout. Okay, so we're going to go into pattern. Let's just start by going to pattern, and you're going to pick a shape. Now, I actually need some hearts for a Some Bunny Loves You project I'm doing. So let's just get some hearts. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to pick a plain heart, BA-A067. It's on page 5 of 10 of my Scan and Cut. I'm using the Brother ScanNCut 2. It doesn't matter which Scan and Cut you have, you're going to have a heart pattern built in, trust me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the size of it because the default size is 3.94 wide. That's too big. So I'm just going to make it, I know I only need like 2-inch hearts because I have a little stamp that says "Some Bunny Loves You." And I'm going to be putting little bunny lollipops with it, making little tags. Let me just hold this here and go down faster. All right, so I only need them 2 inches wide, my hearts, because that'll fit my sentiment. Now here's a little tip that I use, a little trick. So say I'm not sure how many are going to fit on my mat, which is 12 by 12, because considering that there's spacing between them and everything. So what I do is I just pick a really high number, and let's just say 30. Well, 31. Will 31 fit? No. Okay, so I know that 31 wasn't going to fit, but what I get as an answer is how many are going to fit. So it says 25 will fit, and that gives me a lot less guesswork. So just pick a high number, get the number it tells you, which is 25. Okay, so to review, I've picked out hearts from the pattern. I just want to let you know that we are getting 25 hearts on the mat right now. Okay, so remember that number 25. Okay, that looks great, and it looks like, I couldn't possibly get any more on this mat because look, there's not enough for any more hearts. Okay, but let's see if that's the case. So let's say we're going to go to this auto layout setting here. This is the auto layout. It has like one triangle facing up, one facing down, one facing up. Okay, now you have 3 choices when you get into this feature. I really only use the first choice pretty much ever, and I've been using Scan and Cut for several years now, and this is my second one. Because this first option, it actually does all the math for you. It's going to take all of my hearts, and the Brother Scan and Cut is going to say, let's turn them every which way, any angle that we want. And we're going to get the most out of this mat by placing the hearts in all the different directions. Okay, the second option is just going to turn them either right side up or 180 upside down. And that might save a little bit of room, but it would really help if it was a triangle, but that might help a little bit. And this one keeps them in their same orientation and tries to get the most out of the mat. Well, they're already oriented the same way. So this one wouldn't even work at all. It would result in the same thing we see now. You need to have many different kinds of shapes for this one to even be effective. And maybe you want them all in the same direction, possibly. Maybe you want them all oriented in the same way, because maybe they're little patterns of animals or something. They need to be standing up, and you're going to make them into stencils for that reason. Okay, but let's just use the first option because I'm teaching you what I would do and how to save paper, and so that's why we're going to use the first option, which is any which way you want, brother. Figure it out for us. Give us some better spacing. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay, so now I have more room. Okay, how much more room? Well, I don't know. Let's go see. Let's use my little trick about how many more will fit on the mat. We're going to say okay. We're going to say add. We're going to go back and get some hearts. Okay, oh, there page 5. I don't know, let's make them 2 inches wide again. And 2 inches wide, and let's see how many it will let us put on there. Now we're going to guess a number that's going to be, we know it's not going to, fit like 8. So let's just guess 8, knowing it's not going to work. But then it'll tell us how many will fit. Nope, it's not going to let us put 8, but it says you can put 4. Well, good. That's the answer I wanted. 4. In fact, that's kind of what I would expect for that space, but set. Okay, so remember I told you at the beginning to keep track in your mind of the 25. Okay, so what we have just done is we actually, when we used the auto layout, we were able to now get 29. Okay, so 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, so instead of having 25 hearts on your mat, you got 29. Of course, this is affected. Other things that would affect this is your pattern interval. So be sure to check out the video. I'll link to the pattern interval video, because the pattern interval has to do with how much space there is between the hearts. But you just learned how to make your hearts, how to get more hearts out of one 12 by 12 sheet. And really, if you wanted to add one more heart, make it a little smaller, or a circle or something, you can add one more thing in that corner. So that is your tip, trick for the day, another way of saving paper. So Kim, this video is dedicated to you, and I hope the rest of you enjoy it as well. This is the Paper Chef. Bye for now.